Hey guys, so in today's video, I wanted to give you guys my 2-week post-op update. So 2 weeks ago today, I had VSG surgery, otherwise known as a vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or better known as a gastric sleeve. So to start off, the day of surgery, I weighed 231 pounds. As of today, I have lost 15 pounds. So I will let you guys do the math. I have lost exactly 15 pounds. I'm hoping that's good enough. I do have a 2-week post-op follow-up appointment today with the dietitian. I'm not sure if my surgeon is going to be in that appointment or not, because I seem to remember him telling me that he was going to be in that appointment, but my godmother who went with me doesn't remember him saying anything about it, so I don't really know. So what I wanted to talk about today was just how I have done the last week. Obviously, I have kept up with my weight loss. I have not gained any weight. I have been extremely frustrated as the days go on with the liquid diet. So I have tried chicken broth, the tomato basil soup that I've been using to make meals from. It is very, very good. It's basically what has kept me from going completely insane. I did try a new organic protein shake, and that actually, I was only able to drink like a third of it before it started giving me extreme stomach pain. And so I said, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not even gonna drink any more of it. Like, I haven't dumped it out yet, but I probably should, because I don't think I wanna subject my stomach or my body to anything that is going to cause it such extreme pain like that. Like, it just came out of nowhere. I've had no issues with the Premier protein shakes at all, as long as I sip on it and don't drink too quickly or too much too fast. I haven't had any problems with the Premier protein shakes, but the brand that I tried is Orgain, and it is organic. I think it's grass-fed proteins, and it does have a little bit more sugar from what I remember. So I'm not sure if it was the sugar that was bothering my stomach, because mostly everything that I have had to, or been told that I could consume on my liquid diet has had to be sugar-free. So I don't know if my body was just like, you know what, we're not doing this, and was like rebelling against the sugar in the protein shake, but I have a whole 11 more of those shakes left, because that was the first out of a 12-pack box. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of them. I just am afraid to try anymore because it hurts so bad. It was like a sharp pain, and I was like, you know what, we're not gonna do this anymore, because it does not feel right and I don't want to cause any issues. So like I said, last week this past week, week 2, I have still been on the liquid diet. I have been trying to get out and be more active. I have been out in the sun. I've been on the boat. I am not back to work yet. I am cleared to go back to work tomorrow. So I'm really hoping that my surgeon is on this call that I have. I know I'm meeting with the dietitian for sure, because I think this is the week where we are supposed to be advancing my diet to the next phase, which thank God, because I need a little bit more variety. Sugar-free popsicles, sugar-free Jell-O, soup and broth, is not doing it for me anymore. I am feeling really irritated with my limitations on the choices. And please don't get me wrong. I know that some people have to do the liquid phase of the diet for way longer than I had to. I started the liquid diet a day before surgery. So the day before surgery, it was liquids only. And then up until now, even right now, I am still liquids only, because my appointment isn't until 2 o'clock and it's only 11:35 right now. So it's very frustrating, but I'm really hoping that they do choose to advance me to the next phase of the diet, because even if I could have pureed something, I would be happy with that. Something with a little bit more flavor and a little bit more substance to it. I hate that my meals are coming out of a cup, if that makes sense. So like, I get why we're doing this. I get what the process is. And I knew this before I went through the surgery, but it does get frustrating when you've been on liquids for 2 straight weeks. So yeah, I mean, I still have not met my water intake goals, and I still have not met my daily protein goals, because it is hard for me to drink as much as I drank before. Like, I start to get a lot of burping and hiccups, and what I have read from other people who have gone through this surgery is that those are signals that you're either drinking too fast or your stomach is full. And so when I start to feel that way, I have stopped and like given my stomach a break, so I'm not pushing it too far, because I don't want anything to happen that is going to cause my stomach to become irritated or cause any problems with the staple line, because I don't know exactly how long it takes for that staple line to heal in the stomach. I'm sure it takes a long time. So yeah, I don't really know how long it takes, and I don't want to take any chances when it comes to that. Like, I don't want any leaks. There have been a few people in the Facebook support groups that I am in that have had this same surgery and have had the leaks and had to be in the hospital, and I really don't want to deal with that. Like, I can't afford any more time off of work right now, so just please no. So yeah, I've been reading different things about what other people are allowed to have on their next phase of the diet, and I'm hoping that I'm able to have some of those things. Like, some people are able to have like refried beans as long as you add like a little water to it and like blend it up, and then they can have like melted fat-free cheese. I just want something with some flavor. Like, I had chicken broth for my dinner last night, and it's like nothing. Like, I poured it into my container that I got, and then it looked non-appetizing. So then I poured it into a mug thinking, okay, well, maybe I'll convince myself that I'm having some chicken noodle soup or something. And it was like this much in the mug. And I'm like, what am I doing? This made it worse, because now it looks like I'm drinking barely anything. And it's just been really hard. I have also struggled a lot with head hunger. I did make a video earlier this week talking about some of my struggles with head hunger and food noise. And I did reach out to one of the counseling people at my surgeon's office, but they have not reached back out to me yet. It kind of sounded like she was on vacation. But I just kind of reached out to her to see if there were any resources that she could recommend that might help me with that, because I have been struggling a lot with the head hunger and the food noise. And like I mentioned in that other video, like, especially when there's commercials on TV where they're talking about food, or they're showing pizza and Taco Bell and all this other stuff, like, my brain goes nuts. My brain starts thinking about the food and, oh, we should really get this, and what about this? And like, it gets to the point where I'm even scrolling on Pinterest and looking at recipes that I know I can't eat yet, like, that are way advanced past the phase that I'm in right now, and I need to stop doing that to myself. So it feels wonderful that I chose to do this for myself. I do not regret my decision at all at this point. The only thing that I would say that is irritating is like not having other options, or being around people who are able to eat everything that you want to eat and you can't. Like, it's very hard. And so I have chosen to kind of separate myself from other people. Like, this past weekend was 4th of July weekend, and my godmother's family had a barbecue, and they had gotten pizza one of the nights. They had leftover pizza another night. And I chose to separate myself from that situation just because I didn't want to smell the pizza. Because I felt like it was way too early for me to be smelling that and like resisting temptations, and like smelling the barbecue, smelling hot dogs and hamburgers. Like, I chose to not be around it just so that I didn't tempt myself in any way. Not that I feel like I would have eaten any of it anyway, because I know that I can't have it, but being like, having to smell those things and being around it and knowing you can't have it is very, very difficult. And so I didn't want to put myself in a more difficult situation, if that makes sense. So anyways, that is my update for 2 weeks post-op. I do plan to make another update at 3 weeks, just so that you guys can kind of come along with me. For a while, I will make weekly updates. I don't know how long until I switch to like monthly updates, but right now, since it's so soon after the surgery, I feel like it might be a little bit more helpful for someone who is considering having this surgery to see kind of what I've been going through and what other people are going through that have gone through the surgery already. So anyways, if you guys have any questions about the surgery, about my recovery process, how it's going, any other topics you'd like to hear me discuss on my channel in the future, let me know, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.